Hello, welcome again to the North Pennines. It's a fairly grey November day, but I think it's quite a nice day for walking. And today we're up here to look at Cronkley Fell. Cronkley Fell and Cronkley Scar is the hill in front of us over there. Lovely good escarpment. To get to it, we're going to walk down to the river here, head along, we sort of follow the Tees along, around the corner, before heading up onto the escarpment, across the hill, coming back down what's called the Green Trod, down towards the farm over there, and then coming back. Should be about 7 miles all told. We've done about half a mile to start with already to get to this point. So we'll crack on. I'll speak to you again in a bit. The river at the moment's got a decent level in it. It's not too high, but it's looking pretty good. The path we're going to walk along for about the next half a mile is still quite a bit of distance. We're going to follow the river, and you can see the Scar is a little bit off to the side there. As we get around the corner, we'll see that things are going to change. So we'll head over there. I'll catch you in a bit. So I'll put the video on for a little bit here. We're properly down by the Tees, as you can clearly see here now. And as you can also see, that gap between the river and Cronkley Scar is becoming smaller and smaller. And as such, the path that we have to walk on is going to become a little bit more tricky over the next half mile to a mile. You can see it's quite rocky and boggy. There's some planked areas every now and again where you get right down close to the river. As you can see here, we're right on the water's edge. Very rocky part. Come on, boy, keep going. It's going to be a bit slower here, a bit more of a scramble in places. It's quite good fun though. Just, if you're coming this way, just be prepared for this bit. It's going to get a bit wet in places as well, so do make sure you've got some decent boots. You're probably still going to get slightly wet feet no matter what. I'm going to concentrate on walking in a sec. But let's also just have a listen to the beautiful sounds of the Tees as it flows down here through this gorge. So I'll show you a bit more along here, on a section here with a few planks. See from my feet and my trousers to get quite muddy in some of those bits back there. I think we're going to get something similar again here now, look. All good fun. As I said, do be prepared for that, but don't let it put you off, because this is an absolutely gorgeous walk. So even today, it's a bit of a grey November day, it's a bit of cloud up on the hills up above. But it's gorgeous really, it's beautiful walking weather. As you can see, there's more of soul around. Rocky bit coming up here. So it gives you an idea that you go between boggy bits, boardy bits and some rocky bits. Okay, wait there, boy. And wait. Good boy. He's pretty good at waiting for me when we get to slow bits now. He knows I'm a bit rubbish on those bits. I love this section here where you can see we've got some of these boards that really are right on the river edge. And they also have these boggy bits here. Oh, easy boy. And wait there. Good boy. So yeah, just thought I'd show you this bit because it is one of the tricky bits. Oh, looks like something exciting has happened with one of the boards up here. You can see there's one that's entirely missing and a few more that are as good as. You can also see there why we have them here. It's pretty boggy. Let's come up onto this side then. Right, we're almost up to the next little gate. I think I'm going to turn off now and we'll swap back to the time lapse. Good boy.
I can't help but think that you'll be back again sometime.
But here now we're turning away from the river for a bit. We're going to head over a section that in front of us at the moment actually looks pretty good, considering we are starting to get a little bit damper and considering some of the boggy bits we have gone through, because this can be one of the boggier parts of the walk, just while we cut across this little section, this flat section here, before we start to climb up onto Cronkley, which is where we're going to be going shortly. Wasn't too awful coming up across there. It was a bit boggy in places, a couple of feet deep into the mud, a bit of a scramble up some rocks, but as you can see we're already about halfway up the Scar, and we're also just about to join the main track here now. We're coming on to what's known as Green Trod, one of the ancient droveways across the North Pennines. Means that once we get up to the top there, it's actually going to be pretty easy walking for a while. But I thought we'd just take in these views again for a little bit, have a quick breather, just show you another lovely part of the North Pennines. Not too shabby, is it? Right, should we go on up, Henry? Shall we go up? I think he wants to go up. We'll see you at the top.
Said we'd never be alone.
So we've climbed up most of the way up now. It's been a lovely walk, and as I said, even though it's not the best of days, there's some cloud on the higher hills, it's still just absolutely stunning up here. I do love these wild open scenes here. The gorgeous river flowing through there, through the valley down there, the escarpment, the rock, the heather, the bogs, the stone cairns. Everything up here is just bloody wonderful. So we really are almost at the top here now. We're coming to an area that's known as the White Well. There's a bit more navigating our way around some of these little limestone plateaus. This little stream that winds its way around. We have to sort of navigate a path around there that doesn't get too wet and muddy, although it looks a bit boggy up here. We'll just jump across it here, and then we'll go over to the White Well itself in a second. And here we come. This is the White Well that we're coming to right in front of us now. There's all this very white sandy material that comes out as the little stream here appears from underneath the limestone. Full on geology field trip in action up on this bit. It's rather ace. So from here you can see there's a little bit of an enclosure off to the side here, just as there's been one down there. There's a bit of work to try and keep some of the protected species that you get up here in the North Pennines safe. But when you come up here, if you fancy it, if like Henry, you do like a Trig Point, There's one just up in front over there on the edge of the scar. It's a bit of a trek across the boggy bits to get to it at times. I've done it a few times. I'm not going to do it today. It saves about half a mile just by carrying on the main path. But it's definitely worth doing. We're just a bit shorter of time today. So I'm going to throw in some photos here instead of previous visits, just so you can see what it's like there. We're going to carry on our way. Hello again. Well, we really are now just about to drop back off following the Green Trod down. It is a bit of a sort of greyer day down here, but hopefully you might get an idea of how beautiful it is in front. I will probably include some pictures, not just from today, but maybe some from previous visits here as well, when it's been a bit sunnier and brighter down in the valley, to give you an idea of just how lovely it can be. But yeah, we're going to wander on down. There don't appear to be any sheep up on this section at the minute, so I think I'm going to let Henry off and loon around for a bit, because he does like that. Then we'll wander down. See you at the bottom.
I'll take it this afternoon. Egg and spoon to the moon. I feel bright, I feel all new. It's a maximum.
You can see the path is much clearer now. In fact, you can see it winding all the way along, all the way across, further down the road, down there, down in the valley. Although we're going to be turning off and heading over back towards the car before we get too far down. Some gorgeous colours on the bracken, turning a lovely reddish colour today. Henry, here he comes. Right, we'll carry on further down. He's back and a little bit out of puff. We're coming on down, but I just sort of show you, as we've come down a bit, we can sort of see there's an old building remains in front of us there, whether that's to do with mine workings or an old farm shelter, probably a bit of both. You can see a little bit of the tip from the mine workings just sticking out there. Again, there's not a huge amount. And then in the background there, coming straight off of that steep escarpment, is White Force, the waterfall I was telling you about earlier. And someone's decided to have a bit of a scratch. Let's hope there's nothing stinky down there. We're at a bit of a crossroads now. It's apparently a crossroads anyway. There's a path heading down there, which is where we're about to head. You might just see some people doing a little bit of running up there. That's the path that we're going to head, and there's another couple of people walking along there. We're pretty much at an intersection of a few different routes here. The Pennine Way follows along the river. You can probably just see there's a path heading down on the opposite side of the quarry there. That's the Pennine Way. I think you can get down to it from here, or you can cut across here, down this way and along. There is a track that supposedly goes up the hill up over there, although it's not obvious. First time I ever actually came this way, me and Henry, we walked up from across and came all the way along and over here and came back down. It was a bit ill-advised in places. It was rather treacherous, very boggy. It was a wet day. But as I said, we're now pretty much at the end of the Green Trod. I think this is it that follows on down. There's also another way that carries on goes up over the hill towards Holwick. We're going to head back over here and head towards Forest and Teesdale. Still good mile and a half, maybe even 2 to go yet. And it's going to get a little bit boggy in the next couple of fields, or at least it can do. Hopefully it's not too bad yet. From what we've seen elsewhere, it's been boggy in places, but I've seen it worse. Oi, stop rolling in poo.
There's things that I regret, like being called a nervous wreck.
You can see now Henry's just standing by a little stone here. We've just come up the path from the Green Trod. So that's the way we've been, just up there. Let's take a photo of that, show you where we've been a little bit better, stick it in the corner. Look, this little stone down here, it's a bit of a route marker. I don't know how well this will come out, so let's show you. You can see you've got a nice arrow here, PW, with another arrow, GT. So this is the marker that tells us whether we're going to go along the Pennine Way or towards the Green Trod. I think there's another one over here as well. Let's see if this says something similar. Again, we've got another one here. Nice arrow in front of us to tell us PW. We're back onto the Pennine Way now. So we're on the final stretch. Back along the river. We'll sort of follow it upstream a bit. You can see there's a little stone path up in front there. Gets a bit boggy down in that bottom bit. And then we really are almost on the way back. I wonder what's on the other side of this stone before we have a look. Does it have anything? It's still just got the PW, the Pennine Way, in front of us. So it goes off to the Green Trod when you get to that stone there. Got one nice little bit of downhill scramble in front of us. You'd probably find it easier if you didn't have some silly dog going around sniffing away at everything, trying to drag you over whilst doing everything one-handed, trying to keep a camera upright. That would be a really stupid thing to do, to try and film this whilst being pulled all over the place, walking down some rocky ravine bit. But hey, that's what I'm doing. Must be for all the likes and the real and the followers, of which I'm sure I'll get maybe one. Wait. Almost at the bottom. Once we get to the gate down there, we'll swap back to time lapse, I reckon. But you know, I thought I'd have the peril, give you the fun to see whether I actually go arse over tit at any point down here. But I think, famous last words, I've made it down okay. That really was famous last words, superb. Thanks for that, mate, I think you did pull me. So that's us basically back now. We're on the final little stretch up this farm track, just back to the main road and to the car. Hope you enjoyed the little adventure with Henry and me. We've been up behind us over there onto Cronkley Fell. Some of the walks that me and him do are pretty off the beaten track. I mean, there's not much in the North Pennines that is on a particularly well beaten path, but this is one of the easier ones to follow. It's definitely a walk I'd recommend. I'll stick in a little video on the end of this as well to show where we've been, sort of OS maps fly through. Hope you've enjoyed it, and see you in the North Pennines or somewhere similar again at another point. Cheers all. Ta-ra.